Beneath the sparkling surface of the Pacific Ocean, there's a story waiting to be told. The tale of Reece, a magnificent 40-ton humpback whale, and one extraordinary day that would test every ounce of his strength and wisdom. Dawn breaks over the horizon as Reece's massive form glides through the deep blue waters. His day begins like many others, with a desperate need to consume nearly 3,000 pounds of food. But today, something feels different in the water. Using his sophisticated sonar system, Reece detects a massive school of herring about half a mile ahead. His heart rate quickens. This could be the feast he's been searching for, but he's not the only one who's noticed. A pod of orcas, the ocean's apex predators, has also zeroed in on the same school. Reece knows he must act fast. With powerful strokes of his 15-foot fluke, he begins an ancient hunting technique passed down through generations of humpbacks. He starts diving deep, releasing a strategic curtain of bubbles that spiral upward, creating a net to trap the herring. But there's a complication. A large fishing vessel has appeared overhead, its nets threatening to descend into his hunting grounds. Reece must navigate between the competing orcas, avoid the fishing nets, and still manage to feed, a dangerous underwater ballet that requires perfect timing. Using his massive pectoral fins, spanning longer than most boats, Reece maneuvers through the water with surprising grace. He begins his ascent, picking up speed, the bubbles he's created forming a perfect spiral around the frightened herring. Just as the orcas close in from one side and the fishing nets descend from above, Reece launches his 40-ton body upward through the center of his bubble net. With his massive pleated throat expanded like a balloon, he engulfs hundreds of herring in a single mighty gulp. The orcas, respecting his size and skill, retreat to hunt elsewhere, while the fishing boat, witnessing this spectacular display of nature, pulls up its nets and moves on. But Reece's day isn't over yet. As the afternoon sun filters through the waves, he encounters a group of young whales practicing their breaching techniques. Being one of the older and more experienced whales in these waters, he demonstrates his mastery, launching his entire body out of the water in a magnificent display that sends sprays of water shooting in all directions. As dusk approaches, Reece joins a pod of fellow humpbacks, adding his voice to their haunting symphony, complex songs that can travel for miles underwater. These aren't just random sounds. They're sophisticated communications, sharing stories of the day's adventures, warning of dangers, and maintaining the social bonds that keep their community strong. And so ends another day in the life of Reece the humpback whale. Tomorrow will bring new challenges, new hunts, and new songs to sing. But for now, he glides peacefully through the darkening waters. A guardian of the deep, a master of the seas, continuing a legacy that's existed since long before humans first gazed out over the ocean, his endless horizon.